morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the show. This is the Sim Pit. This is the Pit Stop. And if all things are working properly, we are live on both Twitch and YouTube. Now, we still have a lot of room for improvement. This is kind of a shakedown or a test stream, so to speak. I notice like my chat isn't working very well. I do have chat, so I can see, hi, hey, everybody. A little shocked that we're here on YouTube. So, let's start with a big thank you to our community. We are at number one. We're coming up on 50,000 subscribers on YouTube channel. That is awesome. Number two, you guys, the Pit Crew. You motivate me and push me and make me want to be better than I am all the time. And even though I'm a one-man show for the most part, I do have some help, and I have a great community that is just, you know, helping us get where we want to go. And part of that was getting the Sim Pit channel back on track. I think we had just lost our path. So, oh, thank you, David S. I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep on track. I have a chat going everywhere. Dave Blair, sub with Prime. Thank you. Evil Venus, thank you very much for your comments on the shopping cart rig. We're going to get to that as well. Frito will push me in the shopping cart. Awesome. It doesn't roll so well anymore. Actually, if I make it get sturdier, you could actually flip it up one of those front wheels and roll it around. So, but the reason we are here back on YouTube with the Pit Stop is our channel is now producing a lot of good content, and we have a great balance of content. You hear me talking about this often. You know, I want it to be software reviews, hardware reviews, DIYs, tips and tricks, and I think we're hitting all of those bases right now. And I'm real proud of the frequency, the quality, and the overall, you know, spread of content. With that, there's now room for the Pit Stop channel, the Pit Stop to be back on Fridays. I felt like for a while the live stuff was starting to really dilute our content on YouTube and taking away from its quality. And now that we have that balance and that consistency, I feel that this show belongs back on YouTube. So hopefully it'll help us hit that 50,000 mark, 50,000 subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. You know, my birthday is coming up next month. Nothing would make me happier this birthday than to actually get to 50,000. We're really short of pace right now to get there. So tell a friend. Anything you can do to help will really go a long way in making this a good birthday for me. So with that, let's get to the point of the Pit Stop. The Pit Stop is all about drinking some coffee or whatever it is you like to do in the morning. It's about hanging out with my good friends, talking sim racing news, what's going on in the world of sim racing, and some general BS thrown in on top of that. I know. I don't even want to tell you guys how old I'm going to be. I don't even want to tell you how old I'm going to be next month. Oh my God. I don't even want to tell you. Crime. It's a crime. So, oh yeah, you have a birthday this year too as well, Joe. Good. So 21, 26. Thank you guys. Yes. No. And double it. Oh. I'm going to be 26 again for the 30th time. If you're older than 55, you're old. Okay, no, I'm not. I will not be older than 55. All right. Let's move off that topic, because quite honestly, I'd much rather talk about other things than my birthday, other than our drive for 50,000 subscribers, all right? That would be really cool. I would like to have more subscribers than I am years old. That would be really cool. We're a ways away from that. All right, what's going on in sim racing this week? I always like to start off with what's going on at the Sim Pit, and since we have a video coming out every week, it means that every time we do the Pit Stop, we usually have at least one video to talk about. In this case, I do have two videos to talk about. I'm going to play the first one. I'm sure many of you have seen it. Oh, you're not fat. It's the shirt. Does my shirt make me look fat? All right. This is something I have wanted to do for so long, you guys. For some reason, every time I go to the market, every time I go to the market and I see a shopping cart, I think to myself, man, that looks like a sim rig. I mean, I could just see a sim rig there. And I've wanted to do this forever. And anyway, so I went to it, and I did a 2-minute video here where it just shows me going through it and doing all the steps. Heiko, I'd like your thoughts on this one in particular, by the way. Someone gave me shit for stealing a shopping cart, and someone also said, yeah, sure, ironically, it appeared at your place. I happen to live in an apartment building, and shopping carts just appear here all the time, and the maintenance guys call, and they don't even come pick them up sometimes. So thank you, Joa. Those are my Lemons working coveralls, because you'll come in on a Lemons race. You might be the driver, but you're also a mechanic, so if there's a car needs work, you have to jump out of the car and right under it working. Yeah. So, anyway, I had a lot of fun with it, and if you watch the full video, so what we're looking at here is the 2-minute version, which just shows literally... By the way, did you guys see that V-cut that I did? Did anybody notice this? Anybody watch this and notice the V-cut that I did? Heiko, I'm still waiting on your... I need your thoughts and opinions. You can send them to me on Discord if you prefer. But yeah... I was real proud of this V-cut here and getting that to fold down so beautifully. It took me a long time. Oh, Caitlin, it's not if, it's when. And how many wins, right? Yeah, I was very proud of my V-cut. I just wish I had a welding machine. Thank you, Heiko. Heiko, that's exactly that. You couldn't have said it in a way that hit my heart better. You can see the next day it was colder. I had to go to the beanie. So this is the sped up version. What I also did was a other version, which I literally do kind of tell you. Now, the other one showed everything, every single moment if you slowed it down or paused it. But this was a little more the thought process behind building it. And in the end, I gotta tell you, this thing... If I put even another half a day into this, like if you gave me 2x4s, I could make this an indestructible rig. Because I do believe that 99% of the movement is the whole thing moving around. Not even just that the wheel deck. I mean, I ran that 16 Newton meters at pretty good amount of power. And ran it in the F3 car, which does send a lot of force feedback. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. It was a great thing. So that's pretty much as far as the SimPit news goes. Now, oh my God, this just in. This just in, everybody. I have heard of a new swatting in California in regards to this man. What's going on, people? I don't know. I hear knocks at the door. Oh, shit. This could be bad. All right. No, thank you, Joa. Thank you for that artwork, by the way. Like I said, people made some accusations of me stealing, and I did hear. You want that on a T-shirt? I have read stories, by the way, of shopping cart theft being on the rise. So I guess this is sort of like topical with the news, simultaneous to the fun that I've had with it. So thank you, Joa. You made my day. All right, let's get... Oh, you know, we are talking about changing gears. So from the humor and fun of what we've done here today with this, now we move into this. There should be the crime, Okay. Sorry. I amused myself. Who didn't see this one coming, though? I just didn't know the name. I guess I did. I just had forgotten who was in charge over there at Motorsport Games. Motorsport Games CEO Dmitry Kosko has stepped down, or is stepping down. No surprise with the turmoil that is Motorsport Games right now. Which, it'd be one thing if we were just talking about R Factor, but we're not just talking about R Factor. We're talking about IndyCar, R Factor. There's a BTCC game. The list goes on of the assets owned by Motorsport Games that they're in control of, and it seems to me failing on all of them. I mean, I've not heard a piece of good news from any of their assets. All I've heard is delay, problem, delay, problem. Sim Racer Arms. So what I was actually thinking is, how many carts could I acquire? Going back to, how many carts could I acquire and really make nice and sell before I get caught by the police? All right? Shiv Fridays. Live from Sing Sing. Anyway, so I suppose this is good news. Yeah, is it? And anyway, Stephen Hood. So Stephen Hood, this goes back for me 15 years interviewing Paul Gilles and Stephen Hood were the original developers of Codemasters F1. So the way back. Way back when Sims weren't even quite the Sims they are today, where F1 wasn't quite as distant as a game as it is today, in my opinion. But iRacing, please buy Motorsport Games, says David Payne. Interesting. I wonder how that would play out. So, Stephen Hood is a known entity, and he went on to run the Codemasters racing efforts for quite some time. He was president of the company, so it's sort of an internal changeover, but we'll have to see. Here's an article: Motorsport Games BTCC title might be delayed. Stephen Hood leaves. President Stephen Hood leaves? What? Wait. Now, wait a second. We just read that Stephen Hood was taking over. Last year. Oh, so it looks like he's coming back to, perhaps. Yeah, not a big shocker, but what we'll have to wait for is in the next 30, 60, 90 days to see what kind of... what I would hope for and expect is some kind of media rebranding of sorts to get motivation and energy behind these assets, is what I would think. Yeah, Joa, is this not just... So Joa says even NASCAR's having their own issues internally with like teams boycotting and bizarre rules and understanding the rules and penalties. There are a handful. Hey, Twitch, we're still here. I don't know if we're going to be shutting down the Twitch version. Right now, we're going to try doing both for a little while. I still do my racing efforts on Twitch. So, but are we not at a point where the legal system is starting to just get in the way of daily life everywhere we turn? And it, yeah. Anyway, that's what I think part of it is too. All right, let's move on. The news. Did you guys have any more thoughts or tops? I'm not trying to move us along. Any more thoughts or Any more thoughts or questions regarding Junkyard Rigs? Any thoughts, comments, or questions regarding Motorsport Games any knowledge or wisdom that you guys have that I haven't shared. That is the other part of doing this with you guys, by the way. So, all right. I thought it was only like 18 months ago that I thought we were on the brink of like open licenses and nobody really, allowing things to be everywhere. Joa, if I could find a pair of orange coveralls, I would probably buy them up. I should look. I that would be fun. I wouldn't mind having orange. What I like about my grays is that they're worn in and they are I think they're Dickies. So they're that material that just somehow like even oil doesn't really like make them as dirty as any other clothing you would wear. Is it really, Terry? I didn't. So that's a whole other plus or pro or whatever. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm so glad we're here back on YouTube, you guys. It's been a long time coming. A lot of people have mentioned it, but I'm going to give credit where credit is due. And a lot of people, I mean, Amir, Devin, Terry, we've all talked about it. Joe, I think. It was fairly recently that Mark Michkowski, who's been sort of away from sim racing and away from the show, came into the Twitch one day randomly and just like as one of this like out of left field comment, even though he'd been like an integral community member for so many years, but just after a time away, it was like, hey, how come you're not doing that on YouTube? And it was like, yeah, I'd been thinking about it for a long time. I just hadn't done it. And anyway, today was the day, finally. So you fall asleep as R Factor's trying to load. Keep stealing carts. And you get a set of orange ones for free. Oh, Joa. I'm glad I'm getting to use my lights so many times today. All right. So there was a development update as far as the dirt racing refresh. I didn't get a chance to read this entirely. If I'm not mistaken, this came from Tony Gardner, right? Wasn't this update from Tony Gardner? I thought I read this somewhere else that it was. Anyway, updated the water content of the soil, updated relationship with dirt surface, allowing tire, updated variation in track wear, track temp, added bumps through dirt and water variation. This adds layers of variation. So anyway, what I'm getting at is this is a pretty substantial update on the dirt oval side of iRacing. So for people who like it or run in that discipline, I'd love to know if it really has a big effect. I should go try it myself. I don't know if I would notice the intricate differences. So poor graphics means more FPS. Yeah, that is true. I live by that. We're getting to the point where I need to upgrade video cards, but I don't know if that's in the cards. All right, now, Box This Lap reported, so if you had listened to the latest iRacing podcast, in it, they mentioned that the weather system will not be included in the June update. So we expected the weather in the next update of iRacing, and it turns out that no, we will not be seeing it in the next one. So it's going to be the next one, perhaps. Perhaps we'll have to find out. I'm okay with that. Take your time. Don't do it, get it right before you release such a thing, for sure. I thought that too. That would have been very smart of me to have run that mod on a set of... I know of that mod too. That would have been really slick and smart. And Jay, if I had a bigger team and just a little more time, I should have jumped on that. I also had a bit that I wanted to film, just truth be told. It's just a matter of time. I mean, I think about it. Some of the people we're up against in the sim racing world, they have teams. They have graphic artists. They have social media people working or doing things for them. Editors, I have to do it all. Anyway, that's not a complaint. I'm just saying it's a limitation. I wanted to film a bit where I was trying to steal a shopping cart from a homeless person. But in the end, I didn't have the time, and then I thought afterward, I was like, well, it probably would have been distasteful. So, Racer Basketball. Now that one I did not know of. Yeah, Terry, that's how I feel. I'm not looking forward to running. I'm like, here's what I'm not looking forward to. They're going to release the rain, and I'm going to go play in it, and that'll be fun, and it will be cool. And it'll probably crush my video card. And then, I won't do it again until one day it stumbled upon me in an event I'm in, and I'm like, oh, geez, we're dealing with rain? Oh. Now, truth be told, I'll probably do better in the rain than most people. Yeah, Caitlin, I really wanted to do that. It would have been great. And running the mod, if I had added those two elements to the video, it would have been over the top perfect, I think. Next year when we get to doing these. A lot of talk on the rain. So yeah, NASCAR's trying to go to rain tires, right? Oh my God. I'm not looking forward to rain. I think it's good enough that we can have a clean track or a built-up track. You know. Hey, but you know what? To be fair, I live in a very dry area, even though it's been a hell of a winter. I do live in California. California is known for, fairly dry summers. And so racing, to me, for the most part, is done in the dry. Okay? But if you live in other regions of the world that are more rainy, then even in the summer, rain is going to be quite normal. If you're Formula 1, it's rain or shine, right? So, depending on the discipline that you race, rain is very important. Now, the things I tend to race are the types of things that generally I've go-karted in the rain. Depending on the amount of rain. If it rained heavy at Lemons, they would red flag. If it rained lightly, they would just warn everybody. So rain is part of racing, and the randomness of it. The problem with me with random is random seems to always err towards bad weather more than good weather, and I feel like in general racing is a summer sport, and it should err on the other direction. So yeah, it is a great topic. It is a great topic of discussion, rain, and should it be part of... Yeah, Chris Schultes even says, even a cold track will catch people out. Cold tires, I have made the mistake of cold tires on races where I just get so warmed up in qualifying or race trim that I forget to respect the cold tire moment. Never has it happened to me in real life, by the way. I'm not saying I've never looped a car or done anything crazy or a go-kart. I'm just saying I've never been a victim of a cold tire mistake in real life, but yet in sim I get to 10/10 a little too quick sometimes. It's more than just Spa, Terry. I've done it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, people can't even drive in the dry, for Christ's sake. All right, so what, yesterday? 2 days ago. Happy 420 yesterday to everybody who cared about that. Today is 421 though, and 2 days ago was 419, and that was the win. The wait was finally over. The 2023 GT World Challenge DLC for Assetto Corsa Competizione is out now for Steam. Those who've driven it, question: is there any difference in the way the game plays? Is there anything more? Is this purely DLC, or is it DLC and Mike, that's most specifically to you. Also, I'm going to mention this at the end of the show, but our Assetto Corsa Competizione series, we have a European and an American series that run through Sim Racing GP. They are running a practice race today on the new content. So if you're into Assetto Corsa Competizione looking for a league, we have a great league, and we have it at both European and time zones and schedules with the new updated content, so more suspension and tire information, okay? It is massively, okay, so I need to jump on in and do it. I'll have to try it out again. For some reason, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, there's something about Assetto Corsa Competizione that still felt, prior to this, arcade-ish, compared to even Assetto Corsa. Okay? And so therefore it wasn't my go-to sim. So that's what I would be testing when I got in there. So yeah. Great comments, you guys. Thank you, by the way. I'm trying to keep up with them. Cars sound like they're... But, you know, David, I will say this. Almost every race car I've ever driven sounded like they were going to shake apart. And that's even underpowered Volvos. When you strip all the interior out of a car and run it on whatever its ragged edge is, no matter how low it is, oh, they sound like they're coming apart on a normal lap. What time is it? It is 9:30 a.m. I am California Pacific Coast, Pacific Standard Time, PST. Yeah, so I like that about Assetto Corsa. I like the amount of... The other thing I like, it's not just the car coming apart. When you're really racing, and I don't think this is done enough in sim racing, tracks are a lot dirtier in real life. Even tracks that are clean, as far as build-up, tracks are a lot cleaner in real life. I mean, in sim than they are in real life. And the amount of rocks and dirt that kicks up into the underside of the car that you hear as well is extremely, well, it's kind of soothing. I dig it. I think it's fun and cool, and it makes the intensity that much more awesome. No game is real. Mic drop. Chuck, your wife hates it. You love it. I love it. I do love it. Andy says it does feel better. All right, I got to try it out for sure. I'll try to fire it up over the weekend. Maybe I'll do a piece on... Actually, that's what I should do for next week's show, is my thoughts and takes on ACC, and consider this a big update. ACC 3.0 sort of thing. More texture, more bass shakers. All right. Frito, that's... I hate to say it, but that's me. I speak my truth. Particles are really expensive in games. You mean like, so David Payne, you mean on a processing level? Both on a physics, because particles require physics. You think of a game like BeamNG, and you start thinking of the physics and where physics calculations start and stop in a sim. If you're seeing blades of grass blowing, those are physics, right? So to speak. They're computations or graphical computations that need to be done. And then you have the actual sound, and if you can actually see them versus just hear them. Hack them toes, hack. I already missed the boat. As far as who missed the boat? I missed the boat? Who missed the boat? Oh yeah, the bits of rubber will be scary, and because some of the chunks are large enough to like really, really make a thunk. Everyone already did their ACC hype. You know what? For me, it's more about getting. I'm still trying to get the machine rolling, right? I'm still trying to, and maybe what I need to do. I've been meaning to do a back to iRacing. iRacing doesn't get reviewed because it's been evolving for so long. So maybe that's what I need to do. New Pirelli tire. Okay, so that's what's going on. Okay. I don't know if I have the video cards to run it now. All right, so that's what's going on at Assetto Corsa. R Factor, I don't think this is new. I think they're kind of regurgitating a little bit here, but I think there was an update specifically within the last update, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe the last update included an update to with the Brabham, the BT44, the March. So they're just kind of promoting their latest efforts, if I'm not mistaken on that. So Automobilista 2, yes, they're still doing it. They're still making a sim and developing it. And the latest update has some historic features, which are pretty cool, coming to it. But this is legendary Nürburgring back in 1971, and we have some screenshots from their efforts. Here we go. Thank you, Mike. Like I said, I do have help around here, you guys. I'm not doing it 100% alone. So these are the physics notes for the update. Some range of PSI and temperatures. Some alignment, flex, and heat changes to the way the tires reacting to camber, it looks like, with outer, middle, and inner temperatures. How your tires' pressures affect the flex, which is very true. So this is all good stuff. Bump stops. Damper improvements, force feedback improvements. Awesome. All right, well, definitely gonna have to try that again. Max does help. Whenever I get out of my mind, he brings me back down to earth. How's that? I think that's one of the reasons, getting back to what Frito said, I think one of the reasons I always came back to iRacing is the tire flex. Because to me, that is a big part of racing. Even go-kart tires, which you wouldn't think they flex much, you do feel the flex. I really wish my chat... Can I refresh this? Why is this chat? Devin, if you're here, I did send you a message. It was me just like 11th hour, stupid me waiting way too long. All right, let's see if this works. I am trying to, like I said, we're doing a little bit of a shakedown today. We'll see if this works. I'm trying to get both chat in one spot. Oh, there's David Payne's chat. Okay. And it shows me that's from YouTube. Awesome. Looks like it's a little slow. Ah, and there's Schultes. Testy, thank you. Awesome. That should help quite a bit. All right. What a great Friday. All right, we are looking at some Automobilista 2 shots of Nordschleife 1971. And some other shots here. Any interesting plans in the works? MCI asks. Reviews, DIYs, tips and tricks. I was just talking about maybe doing a updated iRacing review. We were talking about maybe doing a Assetto Corsa Competizione content coming up. But we might be too late on that. I would like to do, I don't know if you got a chance to see the shopping cart rig, but I do have another oddball rig idea. So we might have another episode of that coming fairly soon. Yeah, just trying to crank out some good content. That's the big plan. No training? You mean training videos or personal training? All right, anybody looking for some fun in Race Room? I think we talked about this last week, but it is today coming up, or fairly soon. But the Race Room Dubai 2.4 hour is coming up. Tom Jones. Tom, that's a great idea. Oh my God, Tom, that's brilliant. I have to write that down. I just threw a bunch away. Oh, I love it. Love it. MCI, you know, I do need to get back on the training. Anything in specifically, anywhere you think I should start? But yeah, that's definitely. You said cardboard box rig. So, yeah. I love it. I love it. Give me a glue gun. All I need is a glue gun, 40 boxes, a tarp, and 17 hairpins. All right, the 2.4 hour Dubai race is coming up on Race Room today for anybody looking for fun over there. It will be by their rating, so it'll be splits based on rating levels. Andy, I am really glad to hear that. Congratulations to Billy Strange. I didn't know. I'm really glad to hear that. Thanks for the update on him getting back to... He's got his band, Skyline Red, and it seems like they're getting gigs everywhere. And I think it's been taking up a good amount of Billy Strange's time. But it's great to see that he's back to putting out content. So, real happy to hear that. So, all right. What else? Formula One. Formula One, you need to tell them by tomorrow, or today. Help shape the future EA Sports F1 by taking part in the upcoming public closed beta. Sign up at EA Playtesting and register your interest by Friday, April 21st for your chance to take part. So if you want to have a chance at being in on helping them make that a better game, sim, you might want to head in there. And I think that's all we had from them. Billy. Yes, Tom Jones, it was. We mentioned it coming. The Formula Pro Elite now available through SimuCube USA. So they're talking about it at SimuCube. They're also talking about it at GSI. But check this video. I thought this was just the coolest thing in the world. Go full screen on this. The startup sequence, they call it. SimRacer Arms. I didn't need to get a whole bunch of rigs. I don't have enough space for that. I'd have to get a bunch of rigs. It would take a lot of rigs. Public closed beta. Yeah, that's sort of an oxymoron, isn't it? Anyway, that's an awesome looking startup sequence on that wheel. I got my GSI sitting right here by the way. I have my rig back in order. Anything can be used to make a rig, Jay. Anything. Chuck, yeah, styrofoam. I'll use the styrofoam as well for the seating. I need to. Terry, can you figure that out and send me whatever it takes? No, I mean, like I said, I have help around here. Oh, big congratulations to Brett Punkari. Brett Punkari of Canada won our Hot Lap Hump Day event on Wednesday. You know, we were at Detroit Belle Isle in the F3 car. What a great combo. Belle Isle is a really fun track to not run a league race on. And the reason I say it is it's an extremely dangerous track, but that makes it so much fun, you guys. I had a blast running those cars at that track. It felt super real. What was really awesome during the stream of Hot Lap Hump Day is Brian Heitcotter and Robbie Unser have both driven this car at, similar cars at that track, and were marveling at the exactness. So it was really, really fun. It's a challenging track. It is. So Aero Nom actually technically won the race and would have been given the trophy, or technically was given the trophy. But our Hot Lap Hump Day events are always about getting an entry. The winner gets an entry into the finale, which is the top 12 drivers of the year fighting it out over for $500. So once you have a ticket, you're in. So we want 12 entries. So second place, runner-up, gets it. And that's why Brett Punkari gets the golden ticket, as I like to call it. Oh, Jay, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Just hearing that. I love inspiration. Like, if there's anything that I could ever hope that I did for the sim racing world was inspire. That's it. I mean, that's my number one motivation in life, is to inspire people, I guess. I never thought of it that way, but I love that. I love that very much. Tom, no, I don't think Richie did Hot Lap Hump Days, did he? I think we ran a series with Richie Hearn and Michael Thompson. Rest in peace, Michael. We ran a series together and endurance races with Richie. I don't think it's part of Hot Lap Hump Day. Yeah, it's such a fun track. Great environment. It's the Long Beach of the Great Lakes, right? Is that Great Lakes? That might not be Great Lakes. I'm terrible at geography. Forgive me, Andy. Chuck, I agree. I can't inspire everybody. Oh, apparently I can. Dave Blair says I can. Thank you, Dave Blair, getting in with a chat donation on YouTube. Wow. Talk about another motivation to be back on YouTube again. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I need Simucube to at some point send me a set of pedals. Or I need to fly to Texas. Oh, Heiko, thank you. Thank you so much, buddy. That means a lot. I really mean it. What else can I really do? I can review things all day long. That's awesome. That's cool. But reviews, if you think about it, a review has a timestamp. A review can be replaced by the next newest product and be irrelevant. inspirations forever, right? I mean, I like to think. Yeah, yeah. I will work on it. You know, the other thing is somehow I'm still trying to make this channel work. And I will tell you, if this channel was making a little bit of money, I would consider buying those pedals to review them because of how important they are. David S. Oh my God. What a great day. David S. with the chat donation. Loving YouTube. Loving the YouTube, you guys. All right. I am probably going to sign up for this event. So I'm going to tell you guys right now. Next Level Racing, they had their giveaway with the Fordzilla, giving away that. Oh man, I love that rig. Where's that? Can I bring that? Where's that rig? I love. I can't find it. You guys know it. But anyway, Next Level with their Fordzilla rig. There, I got a delay there. Finally came up on the chat. I know what I didn't do. I didn't bless you guys with Dave Blair. Thank you, Dave Blair. Thank you, Dave Blair. And David S. Thank you, David S. Thank you so much. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. A little more fanfare, right? All right, so here it is. There it is. Asking you shall receive. There's the rig I was talking about. So that was the contest I told you guys about a week or two ago. Terry understood. Terry, you have done so much, man. This is on my shoulders. It is. It just is. Where did our event go? There it is. Mustang Invitational. So I'm going to sign up for this today. Next Level Racing and Team Fordzilla will be hosting the Mustang Madness Invitational race on April 29th on iRacing, the world's premier series. I better do it right now. I got a link from them. So click here to register. Want to bet it's already full? Alright, I'm going to have to do this right after the show. Anyway, if you guys would like to do this, join. I'm going to join it. Yeah. I should paint my cardboard blue. Woo! We got 100 messages on Restream. I don't know how that compares to normal. It's just a new counting method. If I could go to one MCI, like, there are none that I know of near me. The last one I knew of was Area 51 in Los Angeles, the CXC one, but they closed at the beginning of COVID. How come you can only use one, Jay? And you got 3 Simucubes, but you can only use one? I like that, MCI. I'll write that down. I'll see if that's... I'll bounce that idea around. They're certainly more prevalent than they used to be. Where? Who? What? I'll put it on my list. I like it. Ah, I gotcha. How did you end up with 3 pedals then? So if you don't, Jay, I've always been intrigued. Scuderia Bassani! Oh, look at that! Scuderia getting in on... Hey, where's my... Wow, there we go. There we go. Enough to start the fund. It is enough to start the fund, my man. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, I'm always looking for ideas. So, sometimes ideas start off here and they expand. So I keep a running list of things, and a lot of outdoor kart tracks. You were told no? We have a new Oh, you were told by someone in your life that you're not allowed to partake in such a thing? All right, so I am going to sign up for this event, you guys, and if you'd like to, you can go to Next Level Twitter page and follow that link right here, the registration link, if you'd like. All right, let's see. Uh-oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Too much coffee. Too much coffee. All right, we're going to look at some sim rigs. We're going to talk about some sim pit racing, and then we're going to get this show closed out. And for those on YouTube for watching us for the first time, back with the pit stop, that is, we usually run about 45 minutes to an hour, hour 15. So, ooh, here's one of those Track Racer TRX Alpines, right? That's the new one in black, because they used to be blue, right? Look at this sim room. I like the lighting. I like the helmet and wheel holder. Oh, yeah, so, sorry, Jay, I got distracted. That is something else. Jay, so you run one pedal, and then do you run a hand control on your wheel? I'm assuming? What do you, and do you have a 4-paddle wheel? Like, you can't see this. I have the floppy paddles under my shifters. I'd love to know your setup. All right, let's look at some other rigs. We're not logging in today. Oh, we're still on that one? Yeah, back. All right, what else? Fanatic wheel, key mapping, no. Oh, look at this. Gotta use the weights to hold it down. Oh, normal dude 18. Oh, we've all been there, dude. We have all been there. I don't like this one dangling on my wheel deck. Alesh Mom. Oh my god. You guys. Very nice. You guys are too much. Thank you very much, Alesh. What a day. Never leaving YouTube. You're right. Gotcha, Jay. Gotcha. Do you know of Nimcross? Jay, do you know Nimcross of iRacing? Yeah, you guys. I'm just throwing up another one. You guys are very nice. All right. That scares me though. The weight above my feet is not something I love the thought of at all. But yes, whoops. It's being weird today. Who can help me recreate this rig? What's he talking about? I don't. Mullet! Mullet. I need a good mullet clip. I have a couple clips at the ready. I'm not going to play them because they're at the ready, not for me showing that I have them at the ready. But I probably need to get a clip ready that, like, maybe a Joe Dirt. David Payne! Oh my god, bring on the pain! Nice. You guys, this is insanity. This is totally awesome. You guys are overwhelming me. I did not expect this. I never even thought of such a thing. I do appreciate it, and obviously I don't expect this from you guys. You guys have been the diehard community for so long. I do not expect this as a normal occurrence. By the way, I appreciate the enthusiasm of us back on YouTube. So thank you very much. But I do understand that today is a new day and a new moment. So thank you very much. Anyway, he runs his hot laps during his lunch break. Gotta love it. Moza set up on a wheel stand right there next to the functional rig. Yeah, I'm this close, Terry. Whoa, look at this. Is this a mini 6DOF? It is. Terry, look away. Terry, look away, dude. Do not look at this, Terry. Holy crap. Oh, you know it, Tom. You know it. Look at this. Those are stacks of weight just to keep it on the ground. My sim kit? Anyone know of this thing? Sim kit. Whoa. Whoa. 6 Degree of Freedom Premium Dynamic Motion Simulator Kit for less than 10,000. Where are they? Where are these guys? It doesn't say. I don't know, Terry. Yeah, can you, I mean, a CXE sim, well, CXE sim isn't that many actuators, or even close. All right, let's look at it in action. Where's driving? Here we go. Interesting. So I'm seeing something very interesting here, you guys. That's how they're doing this for 10 grand. Okay, so everything, there's a yin and yang to everything in life, right? And I'll show you exactly. I've spotted the yin and yang here. Now that one's only showing 2. He had 3 on his. Yeah, see, okay. See the way they have 3 rods on this actuator? I think what they've done is got extreme length where they don't technically have the strength to push that length. And that small actuator doing that length would cost an astronomical amount of money to do. But by adding 2 more rods, they can stabilize that very long, because that's a very long throw for a skinny rod, skinny actuator like that. In my opinion, having years of doing this. So that's how you can get it inexpensive. It makes it a less expensive actuator. The problem with actuators was never the strength of the load we're asking them to hold. It wasn't about the power. It was about stability more than strength. So that's how they're getting some stability out of what you could use a much smaller actuator. What I'm getting at is we use much smaller actuators than we do based on the amount of load we're pushing. So anyway, really interesting. Love it. Seeing that. That's awesome. I better hurry up. I really do have to pee. And this thing keeps resetting all the way to the beginning every time I hit back. All right. McLaren problem. UPS delays. Oh, so close but so far away. Brutal. We've all been there too. Heave up and down. Yes. Gotta go with the fat rods. Long lengths of threaded bar. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're 3D printing that. Well, I mean, obviously not plastic 3D printing. All right, I have to go to the bathroom. So let's move on to Sim-Pit Racing and then bring this show to a close. And it's been a spectacular Friday, you guys. All right, in the Sim-Pit Oval Series, where were they? This was the beginning of the new season, by the way. First race of the season, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Joe Hildinger winning the race. Joshua Higgy in second, and Andrew White coming in third place. And after one event, that would be our standings as well. 43, 42, 41. Joe Hildinger, Joshua Higgy, Andrew White. There you go. And looking to the Sim-Pit Road Series. Oh, wow. I talked about it earlier. No, I talked about the F3 Hot Lap Hump Day. We had a really fun race at Catalunya, by the way, in the Radical. I wish more people really appreciated the Radical. It's such a fun car to drive. I botched my qualifying. Chris Schultes coming in with the sub or the BooTube points. What the bits? Is that bits? That's Twitchy stuff. It hasn't come up on my other radar. I just heard it up there. Anyway, at Catalunya, it was Reinhard Heibel winning the race. Terry Crouch coming in second. Randall White coming in third place. Who's their top placing amateur? That's what I can't get on our things when we do our standings. Let's see, can I figure out here who won an amateur? I believe it's Callum McLeod. No, I'm sorry. Warnhart Oceanzoller. Warnhart Oceanzoller won the amateur class, if I'm not mistaken, with Callum McLeod coming in second, Chris Schultes coming in third. And in the road side, it was Reinhard Heibel coming in first place, with Terry Crouch coming in second, and Pete Snake coming in third place, if I'm not... No, I'm sorry. Johnny Alford coming in third place. Nope. Chris Generelli. Sorry, Chris. Chris Generelli. I got this all wrong. Sorry, you guys. Wait. Why is it... Oh, that's a retire. Why is retire coming up? With that, I'm sorry. I made a mess of this one. Terry Crouch leading the points. 99 points. Randall White in second. 90 points. Pete Snake in third with 79 points after 3 events in the Sim-Pit Road Series. And this coming Sunday, we are at none other than Mount Panorama. Butthurt Bathurst coming up this Sunday morning. And let's see. Oh, see, Terry, I told you I already had that one. I screwed that up. The final event in the Sim-Pit Rally Series has taken place, and it was David S. winning the event. Code Phoenix in second. PS4 Deadman coming in third place. And we have our final event standings after 12 races, 12 events. Ayrton SDS, David S., winning the championship, 122 points. PS4 Deadman coming in second. Levi Fong in third place. Congratulations to all you guys. Oaken Solar. Thank you, Heiko. Yeah, just too many colors. Too many colors. I mentioned earlier the Sim-Pit Assetto Corsa Competizione series, which is run through Sim Racing GP. So you join Sim Racing GP, then you can join our series. We have a European and an American series coming up starting in May 19th for the European series. Here is the schedule. Practice race, fun race today. So if you want fun in Assetto Corsa Competizione in the new content, that'd be a good way to test it out and have fun. Also, the GT America series. So you can jump in our Discord channel, the Sim-Pit on Discord. Jump in our channel. We have a road, an Assetto Corsa series. All the information you need is there, and you can also join it just by going to Sim Racing GP. What was this? Those were our physics notes. We already covered it, and that is it. That completes today's show. You guys, I had a really fun time today. It's really great being back on YouTube. Like I said, the reason we're back on YouTube is in great part to all of you guys, the pit crew, for being my motivation and always giving me great ideas, suggestions, and pushing me in the right direction, most of the time in the right direction for the show and what we're doing. And I really appreciate it. And I really think that this year is well, it's certainly off to the best start in recent years. So I'm real optimistic for where 2023 is heading, and a lot of good things planned for the future. So we will be back Friday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will definitely get a coffee on you, David Payne. Thank you so much, and to all who donated today. I really appreciate it. Really adds to the party vibe of being back on YouTube, and I really appreciate it. So get out there, do some sim racing, have yourselves a great weekend, and I will see you guys Sunday at Bathurst in the Sim Pit Road Series. And for a lot of you guys, get out there and do that ACC race. Sign up for that Next Level Racing Mustang Madness race at the end of the month. And lots of great things. So thank you for being part of it. Have yourselves a great weekend. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.